I am here with the incredibly talented Tyler James, who has just come off stage at Nobu Unplugged. I think a lot of people must think that your career started with The Voice last year, but you've been doing so much before then, and in fact, The Voice was only like a little chapter in what's been going on for you. Is that right?
Yeah, no, I had a record deal when I was like 19. I'm 27 now, and yeah, I sort of went on The Voice. You know, it's a great platform, and I just wanted to kickstart everything. I was ready to get back into music, and The Voice was an amazing experience. You know, and ever since then, I've been getting to do what I love, and like I'm so appreciative of it. It's just, you know, performing every day is what I love doing. So I'm a happy boy.
Because it must have been like insanely crazy after The Voice, and lots of obviously promo, and then lots of festivals I saw that you were doing.
Yeah,
Have you felt that in the year since then you've sort of had to take the reins back a bit and make sure it's going in the direction that you want it to be going in?
Yeah, I'd say in the last month, which is the first time it's sort of calmed down, I've sort of taken stock of everything that's happened. I need to stop talking to the camera.
That's
Oh my
okay.
God.
That's sort of my
That's
job,
from The
but
Voice. That's from The Voice. Used to talking to the camera. Yeah, no. It's what's really nice for me is, you know, when you come off The Voice, it's like a whirlwind. And I had like 2.5 months to make my album. You know, in the studio every single day, like falling asleep under the mixing desk, which is great to have that kind of pressure. But what I want to do now is just take my time, not
Okay.
loads of time.
you want Tyler time.
Yeah, no, not Tyler. I mean, take my time to write new stuff, you know,
okay.
and it's the first time in the year that I've really had time to listen to the music that I love and stuff. You know, you
Yeah.
forget that when you're doing promo every day, you forget what it is that you really, really love, which is I love music. Music does something to me that nothing else does, you know, and it's been really nice recently to just listen to some of the old tunes that I love, and going in the studio and just, you know, experimenting, mucking around, and not having to, you know, finish a song in a day and stuff like that. So,
Who was it that put that 2.5 month sort of deadline on it?
record label.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, there was something good about doing that, and I didn't think I could do it. But you kind of I guess with the album I made, there was a kind of honesty to it, because I never had time to overthink anything. So kind of my thoughts and my feelings in melody and lyrics sort of came out of my mouth, and that's how they were recorded.
Nice.
So yeah.
Okay, so now it's time to listen to all the songs you love. What songs are they then?
Oh, I love listening to Otis
Is that a
Redding.
hard one?
No, it's not. I love listening to anything Motown. I love listening to Otis Redding. I love listening to jazz. I love listening to Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Like, she is my favourite.
needs to come
singer.
back.
Oh, she's my favourite singer of all time.
Yeah.
So just listening to like proper soul music, and listening to, you know, new stuff that's going on. Well, not massively new, but like, you know, I love Disclosure, and I love the stuff that's Naughty Boy's doing, and yeah, I kind of want to go down that sort of vibe and not sing so many ballads in falsetto anymore.
But you're so good at that. But I understand. What is it necessarily about Lauryn Hill that you really identify with, or that you really love?
Do you know what I think with Lauryn Hill, and this is my opinion of any singer that I love, I kind of can't I mean, she's a great singer,
Yeah.
she's technically a great singer, but it's not that, it's her voice just does something to me.
Yeah.
You know, I've been very lucky, and I saw her perform live
Wow.
at a theatre in London. I think it was about 6 years ago, and obviously I was like in my element. But she's one of those singers that I would literally rip off my right arm to hear her sing, like without a microphone, you know, not through speakers, in my ear. Can you imagine how amazing that would be? I just think she's just amazing.
Oh. So back to the start, you started at the Sylvia Young School, basically. What would you?
Whoa.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I was like, I was wrong.
no.
Do you think it's a bit freaky that I know that? Or
Yeah, a little bit.
I researched you.
Oh, okay.
You're special.
Right. Thank you.
What would you say to people who said that the Sylvia Young School or something like that, those schools that focus on the arts, put a lot of pressure on sort of young people to perform, or even maybe to be famous? Would you say that that was a real pressure that you felt?
I don't think, I mean, obviously, if you're at that school
Yeah.
and you wanted to go to that school, then you obviously want to perform. I think what that school does, looking back at it, is it makes you really, really, really disciplined.
Okay.
It's also good for you when you get there, because everyone else there is so talented that you kind of have to up your game.
Yeah.
You know, it's all good being the best singer in your local school, but when you go to Sylvia's, you're like, oh, he can sing, she can sing, he can dance, you know. And so no, for me it was a great experience, and like that was the first time I kind of you know, my eyes opened up to a world outside of East London where I grew up, and I was, you know, I was very lucky. It's not the kind of school that I could afford to go to, but Sylvia Young gave me a full scholarship, and yeah, no, it was great time going to that school. And we only had to do 3 days of schoolwork, which is always a touch.
Wow, you're a slacker.
No, I was actually good at schoolwork. I got all A's and A stars, but it's nice to only spend Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday doing that kind of stuff, and Thursday and Friday just singing and being creative. It's nice, yeah.
He's good at school, he's academic, and he's musical as well. You make me a little bit angry. So what are you working on now?
I am working on my new album, basically. Yeah, just in the studio, in the studio, and living life a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like sort of getting up in the morning, doing what the fuck I want for a bit, and excuse my French.
No, don't excuse her. It's beautiful. Beautiful
you know,
French.
And then, you know, if you get an idea in the middle of the day, because you get ideas when you're walking down the street or whatever, then you ring someone up, you're like, I want to go in the studio, go in the studio about 6 o'clock, stay till 5 in the morning. It's a nicer way to write, sort of live a little bit of life and then go and write about it, you know? Yeah.
And where can people see you next?
Where can people see me next? I have no idea. I actually don't know.
Well, I think
my manager would know. Where can you see me next?
I'm sure we'll find out on Twitter at TylerJames777.
Tyler James 777. I will tell you when I know.
No, I think it's amazing that you don't know.
There's definitely lots of gigs coming up. I do gigs all the time, so
it just shows you how relaxed Tyler is, which is an amazing thing to see.
I just don't like looking at a diary. Diaries are scary.
Yeah, live in the moment, Tyler.
Yeah, exactly. Get up every day, ring your manager and say, what am I doing today? And
what's the plan?
Yeah, there you go.
I hope he's called Stan.
What?
What's the plan, Stan? No. Okay, we're going to end it on that. I think my beautiful joke. Thanks so much for talking to us and performing, and you're fantastic, and all the best with everything.
Thank you for talking to me, darling. Thank you.